You ready? All right. Look, dog, I'm extra unique. My whole aura scream talent. Stop playing.
Another episode of the Underrated Podcast, Shannon Shorter.
Dayon Dunlap Sr.
We got a very special guest, my guy Jay White, CEO of the Federal Code, entrepreneur, the list goes on. It's a pleasure to have you down on the podcast, bro.
Hey, dog. Look.
It's a real pleasure.
Listen. Peep game. I don't know if you know this or not. We in Miami, right? We going back from a meeting because we was geared to get a business down there. So he like, yo, I'm geared to put this together. I'm geared to do a podcast. So I ain't know how far he was. So me being who I am, I'm telling him little tidbits and all that. My man already was ready. I ain't had no clue. I backed up into the joint because we was going to get breakfast. You remember that, bro?
Factual.
We sat in the car.
Life.
He was saying, yeah, I'm going to call it underrated. This going to be the vision for it, this, then, and third. I'm like, all right, well, when you get it started, let me know. I ain't know he was close.
Yeah.
We got back from Miami. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. This is a pleasure, dog.
Hey, man, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
So, like, one way we like to start a podcast, I'm going to let my guy Dayon Dunlap take it from here.
What way are you underrated?
Bro, I'm underrated only because a lot of people don't know me. Like that's the only way I'm underrated. But when I come into the room, I'm not overrated no more. Like when I get to talking, regardless what I got on, the knowledge that I have in all the other areas, it's instantly, boom, nah, this dude is a serious guy. But I'm only underrated because I'm not a household name yet, and I will be though.
You just said knowledge, and I heard this, I believe, from 19 Keys. We live in a generation of knowledge, but without having the knowledge to execute, well, the power to execute the knowledge that we have. Talk about your journey and how you were able to acquire knowledge and able to execute that knowledge into something.
Yeah, man. So I think a lot of people will find this entertaining that I don't read books. You know what I mean? Like I literally study life. Like success literally leaves clues. I'm going to just watch the clues. I don't got to read the book. I'm going to get next to the person that wrote the book. Like I've been like that. I got when you got the means to do certain things, you're going to do it in a different manner. Most people, they have to pick up the book because they can't get close to the author. I can get close to the author. I know somebody that knows somebody. I mean, y'all know damn near everybody out here in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So I know somebody that knows somebody. I'm going to get close. And then once I figure out through conversation what they know, I instantly implement it if it's applicable. Like, you know, sometimes you get knowledge and you just don't have to apply. You just can store it for later on. You know what I mean? But if something is applicable right then and there, oh no, I need to use that and I'm off and running, man. So I just get close to the person that got the knowledge and I take it from there.
Can you take us back to like your upbringing in Baltimore, Virginia? Like what was that like? What did you dip and dab into?
Yeah. So originally I'm born and raised in Norfolk, Virginia, 2 up, 2 down. Shout out to Michael Vick, head coach of the Norfolk State Spartans, yo, MEAC, HBCU. Hype for my man, you know what I mean?
I love it.
He gonna tear the city down.
Real life.
That's the left-hand band. That's big, yo.
Legend, man.
You feel me? So that's where I'm from, man. I went to Booker T. Washington High School, right across the street from Norfolk State. Thought I was gonna be a hooper. I thought I was gonna be you.
Come on now.
Bro, hey, listen.
God made
you couldn't tell me nothing. I was gonna be you, dog. But it just wasn't in the cards for me. You know what I'm saying? Followed my best friend at the time to the Coast Guard. Went to the Coast Guard. Your boy don't even know how to swim. Went to the Coast. I didn't know I needed to swim. I'm like, yo, you know what, man? You doing it. I'm doing it. I told you, bro, I'm going to follow the person that got a strategy. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Like, I've been like that. So I went to the Coast Guard with him. Got in trouble, man. Went to the brig. That's military jail. Did 2 years in that joint, man. That was crazy. Started having kids when I came home. I came home in 2008. My daughter actually was already 3. I'm sorry. She was already 3 years old when I came home. And you as a real man, you gotta get your shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as a man, it's like, yo, I can't just be a woe is me type of dude and not take care of my child.
Yeah.
Because now you got this individual, this life depending on you.
Real life.
And it's a little girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different. That's like, how is this man gonna protect me? That stuff started from an early age.
Mm-hmm.
So it started to eat at me, you know what I mean? And just so happened my homeboy, man, that I was doing wrong with in the streets. And shout out to Stink Pot. I don't know where you at right now, but shout out to you, my boy. Doing wrong in the streets with him. He came into the gas station while I was working there and was like, yo, I'm about to do these government contracts. I ain't know what he was talking about, but it don't matter, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you tell me a message and I really don't know you, it ain't gonna hit because the vessel. He can say the same message and it's gonna hit because I know him. I got history with him. So by the grace of God, the vessel that told me about government contracting, it landed with me because of who said it to me. Anybody else, I wouldn't have listened to it. Okay. So I went down the rabbit hole, bro. And I'm here now, man.
So you what was your man's name? Stink Pot. Stink Pot.
Yeah, like pot, like cooking in the pot.
Okay, shout out Stink Pot. Salute you, my guy.
Yeah.
This was your man's man.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So he gave you a word. He dropped a gem on you. I know a little bit off camera, but you said when you sat down, that's when you came up with the idea for the federal code, if I'm not mistaken, or am I? No,
you good. Yeah. So I started the business in 2008 off of him and what he said, but he had got locked up. Okay. That same day he told me about it. Well, actually it was at night. So he got locked up 5 years. He gone. I gotta go searching through YouTube University to figure it out. And 2008, YouTube was garbage. It was tragic, yo. And I didn't even have a computer. I had to ride my pedal bike to the library, put the card in there, you get 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Then the ticket go down, you gotta either put some more money in there, you gotta get the hell off. Like, I was on that type of time to try to figure out this government contracting stuff. And I did it every day. I did that every day. Rode the bike to the library. I did it every day, man. But yeah, I started the federal code after I won my first contract in 2011, and people started to ask me, what are you doing? How you doing this? Because I ain't have a car.
Can you explain to our fans what government contracting is?
Yeah.
And what the federal code is.
Got you. So for government contracting is this. It's the federal government looking to procure a product or a service, and they're looking to get it procured by a small business. So if you're a small business, they put on a website, sam.gov, for you to bid on that product or service. That's a government contract. So the federal code is a company that I created to help individuals and small businesses to understand this whole concept and to be able to understand the process of getting federal government contracts awarded underneath their own company.
Rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
You from VA.
Two up, two down.
For me being a huge Allen Iverson fan and Mike Vick fan, watching their documentaries, they say VA rough.
Yeah.
Take us back to them adverse situations in your childhood, some of the things that maybe helped mold you and maybe some of the situations that you overcame to when you got an older man before you went and became a little older.
Yeah, bro. I ain't from the hood, man. Unfortunately and fortunately, like my mom, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom did a good enough job as a single parent to not have me raised in the hood. I just walked down to the hood. Yeah. It was down the street. I'm going. That's where all the action at. Like, you can hear it. I can still see it. It's right there. So, man, I went around the corner every day. So I wasn't in that environment. I went to that environment. I wasn't raised in it. I went to be raised in it.
What enticed you to go to that environment?
Man, it just looked fun. Like, I went to school with everybody down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I mean? Like, when you on a bus and you hear them talk about what they did, oh man, we snuck out. We was outside at 12. I'm like, y'all was? I'm coming down here tonight. Then you know what I'm saying? So that when you live in the crazy thing is, when you're younger, when you live in a structured life, it's boring.
Yes.
When you hear somebody seem like they out of control or not even out of control, they can do whatever they want to do when they want to do it, that's exciting as a youth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, screw that. My mom ain't home anyway. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause my mom was working. So I could do it. So VA is rough if you allow it to be rough.
How did VA mold you?
Man, so the whole area, the Norfolk, Virginia 757 area is the same with this though. It's either you military, you playing ball, football, basketball, baseball, you playing something, or you selling dope. I'm talking about, that's literally it. So the options is, like, we don't even give our universities enough credit down there, because most people, if you bout something, you gone. You leave in the area. And now you stuck to try to figure it out. So VA molded me, man, to, let me answer it like this too. It was my mom, bro. You know what I mean? Like, when you seeing a woman work 3 jobs, never home, but she's able to put you in a decent house. You know, the heat is on. I got my Sega Genesis. You feel me? She renting a game for me on the weekends. Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Movie time. You know what I'm saying? So she renting a game for me every week. Like, I was proud to see my mom do that, but she just wasn't around. She just too tired. You know what I'm saying? So you missing that, and you need that, but then you letting that work ethic seek in and put a real impression on you. So it's VA, but it's my mom for real. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, so you a father?
Yes, sir.
How important is that to you, and how did that shape you and mold you? Because you had your kids at a young age, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
that was
so
in my early 20s.
How did that help mature you and grow you as a man?
Bro, I ain't have no patience, man. Y'all ever been around somebody that don't have none?
Yeah,
like,
I'm around them right now.
Yeah, for sure, yo. Like, my patience still short, man, because now my kids older, but it gave me patience, man. It gave me understanding what kindness is. It gave me understanding what unconditional love is. And it just gave me the IQ level that I have. You know what I'm saying? That's not like how smart I am. That's my I quit level. Yeah. You can't quit on these kids.
Yes.
You just can't do it. You know, when they looking at you, it's like, all right, bet. I got something started. I'm ready to do this. And most people, when life happened, it'll punch them in the face and they quit.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a job is tearing you up, you got to stay there and go through it. If your business ain't doing right, you got to figure it out to right the ship. So having my kids, man, just gave me those characteristics that I think I might have had already, but it just enhanced it. You know what I mean? Like, it brought it out of me. I could be patient if I wanted to. I chose to not be patient. I could go through walls and not quit, but I chose to quit a lot of times. You know what I mean? But then when I had my kids, it's like, yo, let me understand what unconditional love is, and let me not quit as easy. Let me just have the consistency to see something through and see what happens on the other side, because I want my kids to take that away from me versus anything else.
How big is it? I know you talked about being raised by a single mother and her having to overexert herself working, and therefore not being able to spend a lot of time. I'm sure you still felt love, but how is it being a parent? Because I'm a parent as well. So talking with a black man, I want to hear your perspective of how is it for you to learn how to love your children and love them in a way that maybe it was different than you were raised.
Yeah. I had to have my kids teach me how to love them. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to love them the way I was brought up by just saying, here goes some food and here goes some money. And they wasn't fooling with that. They like, nah, like, you here, I want to play the game with you, or I want to go outside, or you know what I mean? So they had to teach me how to love them, but I had to have the heart to listen to them. As they teaching me how to love, I can't keep rejecting how they want to be shown love. I can't keep doing it. You know what I mean? So I think one of the biggest keys for me is just paying attention to my kids. If I'm here, let me pay attention to them. It's easy to just be busy and overlook a kid. You know what I mean? Like, or just, obviously, as we started to grow up, the video games and the cell phones and the computers got way bigger than it was when we was young. And it was easy just to put them in front of, I don't know, Dora Explorer or whatever the cartoons was back in the day, and just be like, all right, I'm gonna do my own thing. That's easy.
Yes.
Let the TV raise your kids, because I was raised on TV. They wasn't fooling with that. So I had to have the love and the patience to really be understanding how to let my kids teach me how to love them. For sure.
So let's go back some to a young age. Obviously, I get the notion that, like, when you got to this point in your life, you really just wanted to make money.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
you just really wanted to be comfortable, no matter what you said in VA. It was the military. Either you playing sports or you moving weight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, what was your mindset growing up to? Because I'm sure you didn't see yourself selling government contracts.
Nah.
Okay, so what was your mindset growing up? What did you see yourself as before you became who you are?
Being a Shannon Shorter, bro. Like, what we talking about? Getting money to play a sport you love.
For sure.
That's the dream, bro.
It is, bro.
I'm proud of you, dog. Like
Me too, bro.
this is my fam right here. But when I see him on the gram and he got this jersey on, he got a hooping highlight, I be like, God damn. Like, you know what I'm saying?
with you, bro.
That's my dream
for
right
sure.
there, yo.
That's love, bro.
I saw myself literally, you know, being an athlete. But more importantly, though, I always seen myself being successful. I ain't care what I was gonna do. Like, I'm gonna take y'all back to the gas station real quick. As I'm working at the gas station, most people will have this moment where it's like, man, I'm better than this. Remember, I just came home. I was in the military. I was an E6. I'm making all this money as a youngin', and now all of that's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm making, I don't know, $10 an hour at the gas station, and I was part-time. Most people would fold lawn chair style. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm part-time now. Bet if I show her this, because my manager was a woman, if I show her this, I can get 5 more hours this week. Okay, bet. If I do this, now I can get another 10. Like, I'm like that. I want to be the best. I want everybody to be successful, but I just want to be a little bit more. Because iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody to lose. I just want to do better than what you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
That way you can ask me, yo, how you do this? And then when I tell you that, guess what? I'm already going to something else. So I'm still up.
Okay, so what's your definition of success?
Yeah, man, mine's it's changed.
Okay.
I think mine's has changed throughout the years. Now my definition of success is letting my money just continue to backflip. Like, I don't want to actually work for my money. I want to make my money leverage to work for itself. So that's the definition of success for me now. And I've been successfully doing that. So so that's the reason why I would call myself successful.
How important is financial literacy in our community?
It's important, man. It's important down to the bare bones of just knowing what your credit score is. You know what I mean? Like, your life can be, you might not have the most money in the world, but if you got a decent credit score, your life is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your life is good. So in our community, man, I wasn't taught about credit. My mom told me, yo, don't get a credit. Like, she's like, credit cards is bad. You know what I mean? Don't get one of them. You ain't gonna do. Man, I remember I got a credit card offer at right out of high school. Matter of fact, that summer, I'm gonna give y'all this quick story. The summer I graduated high school, I applied for Tidewater Community College and Norfolk State University. I got something back from Tidewater Community College. The same time I got that, I got a Discover card pre-approval joint. I said, yo, I just was talking to this shorty in LA anyway. She was in my way for the summer, but flew back to Los Angeles. And we was on the phone. This one I had my first cell phone. Damn, I had my first cell phone. So it's green. So each letter, you got to hit each letter to make a word. You know what I'm saying?
Hit the number to get to that.
Hey, bro, and then if you messed up, you got to start over. It was hell back then. But anyway, I text her. I said, if I get a flight, can I come out there? She said, yeah. Man, I applied for that pre-approval joint. I think the credit card was like $300. I got the flight for like $170. Didn't even have enough money to come back home, yo. But my mom was so mad at me that I applied for that credit card because she didn't understand credit. You know what I'm saying? So now, fast forward, man, like I have little phone conversations with my son and my daughter all the time. Yo, all right, your credit score is this. And then I just obviously little review questions. All right, if you got 2 homes and you bought it for this much, how much equity you got if a household next door to yours? Like, I asked them questions like that because we got to get to it, man. Like, out the box, I want my kids to understand the things that I'm doing now.
Yes.
And if they can understand what I'm doing now, they're going to surpass what I got going on. Yeah.
So, we always try to ask, I guess, like, who would you like to see on the pod, on the platform, who would you recommend if you could?
Yeah, man. I would like to reverse y'all's show, man, and interview both of y'all simultaneously.
Okay.
Obviously, man, you know, and maybe you don't know, big dog, but I got my own show too. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Shameless plug.
But I think it'd be dope, man. Interview y'all, man. I think it'd be dope to get some more Houston Hoopers. Steve Francis, I'm pretty sure y'all probably got him on the way. T-Mac, y'all probably got him on the way. And I'm saying these names because I was close to T-Mac at one point, and Steve Francis from Maryland. He from the DMV area. You know what I mean? So obviously AI, man, I want y'all to get Michael Vick. I'm going to get Michael Vick, so I'm going to bring Michael Vick to the show. Amen. Let y'all interview him. That's you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be, and my business partner here, man, shout out to my man LP. We are in the Hive Studios, man, and I think this institution that we're building is going to be a staple in Houston. So I would like y'all to interview him as well.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
for sure.
And one final thing, hindsight 2020, what would you tell your younger self if you had to reflect, seeing where you are now?
Yeah, man. Slow down, young man. Slow down. Be patient. It's coming, yo. You don't gotta take so many risks. You know what I mean? Like and still to this day, I'm a huge risk taker. Yeah. Like I don't care. Like I'll take, all right, let's do it. Let's figure it. And because if it don't pan out, I'm gonna make it back. Right. I'm always I don't use money as like I don't hold on to it like most people. They hold on to it so tight, man. Look, if that money got the potential to make this for us, we gone. Let go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it back. But when I was younger, though, I didn't take strategic risks. Okay. So I tell my younger self, "Hey, young man, pipe down, yo. Yeah. It's like,
Jay White, I appreciate you, bro. You know,
love,
this go
man.
a long way.
This been dope. This been dope, man.
Appreciate
This been dope.
Just giving me your time, give me your presence, just jumping down on the pod, bro. That means a lot to us as we transitioning and trying to grow. You just blessing us with your presence. That go a long way, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Look, let me tell the people how I can be reached, yo.
Please do.
Yo, it's your man Jay White, first name, last name. I just bust down the Underrated Podcast with my peoples right here. I can be reached on Instagram. I am Jason White _. Also, if you go to my website, if you want to learn about federal government contracts my way, you're going to go to the Federal Code, CODE.com. I'm pretty sure we're going to put it down here somewhere, thefederalcode.com. If you talk to me, I'll talk back.
Hey, man, Shannon Shorter, another edition of the Underrated Podcast.
Dayon Dunlap, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure you tap in with the Federal Code, man. Make sure you tap in. Appreciate you, Jay White.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Amen. We out.